I've been covering for so long. I'm glad they succeeded, man.
Hey, man, you guys are nominated tonight. Have a good show.
Hey, bro, I ain't finished. I ain't finished my sentence.
Nothing you're saying has anything to do with regret.
Hey, boy.
Don't call me boy.
Don't finish. I told you. Oh, don't treat me like a boy then. I'm going to finish my sentence and my idea.
Interviews with rappers are unpredictable, often revealing raw honesty, explosive drama, or silent power that leaves everyone stunned. Here are the top 20 rappers who walked out of stupid interviews. First up, we have Kanye West.
Hey, bro, I ain't finished. I ain't finished my sentence.
Nothing you're saying has anything to do with regret.
Hey, boy.
Don't call me boy.
Don't finish. I told you. Oh, don't treat me like a boy then. I'm going to finish my sentence and my idea.
No. Kanye, known for his larger-than-life persona and unfiltered opinions, joined Piers Morgan's show at a time when controversies seemed to shadow his every move. This wasn't just an interview, it felt like a clash of egos.
Explain to you, I'm not doubting what you're saying.
You don't care.
I do care.
You don't care about me, you don't care about my people. I care about me, I care about my people, so it's for me to stand up. And God forbid I step on someone's toes while I'm at it.
It's not someone's toes, you stepped on the entire Jewish people's toes with a very deeply inflammatory tweet, which I think you've now accepted. You shouldn't have phrased that way. It's taken a bit of time to get there, but I think you have accepted that, right?
Well, have you accepted that you've put no effort into understanding how I got there?
I don't think, honestly,
10 years from now,
honestly, I don't think there is any...
You're going to apologize to me about this interview.
I'm not.
You're going to apologize to me about this interview within the next 10 years.
No, I'm not, because here's the thing.
Mark my words.
I don't doubt you've had...
It's very one-sided.
No, it's not.
It's very white-sided.
Oh, come on.
It's very one-sided. It's very like...
It's not white-sided. I'm not doubting you've had business issues. I'm saying the way to respond to that is not to go public to millions of people and say you're going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people.
Millions of people.
Right.
Millions of people have had DEFCON 3 on their contracts.
Right. You didn't say that. You didn't say that.
And said, millions of people. Well, I opened it up. Now I didn't, but now I'm saying it now.
Okay, so now what I think you should say, I think you should say to the Jewish people, I'm sorry for the offensive language I used in that tweet. I wouldn't do that again. This is what I really meant. I think people would respect you if you said that. I don't know why you can't just say that.
You know when I'll say it? When I sit down with the people who write out the contracts for the NBA and for the NFL and for professional music and for acting contracts. We need to go to the top lawyers, the top execs, the owners of the stadiums, the owners of the football teams, and the owners of the record labels. And we're going to put them all in one room. And we're going to read let's go top 10 in each one of these categories, right? Let's read Michael B. Jordan's contract.
Why would any of that?
Hey, bro, I ain't finished. I ain't finished my sentence.
Nothing you're saying has anything to do with regret.
Hey, boy.
Don't call me boy.
Don't finish. I told you. Oh, don't treat me like a boy then. I'm going to finish my sentence and my idea.
Nothing you're saying has got anything to do with the tweet.
Cool. Bro, I was in the middle of a sentence.
From the start, Piers' tone came off as condescending, poking at Kanye's public missteps, while Kanye, unapologetically himself, leaned into his unpredictability. Their conversation quickly spiraled into heated arguments over religion, racism, and mental health. Kanye, true to form, compared himself to prophets and made sweeping statements, leaving Piers visibly frustrated. At one point, Kanye dropped a verbal mic, declaring his thoughts complete, and walked off in what could have been a perfect exit. But Kanye's walkout is just one of many. Joe Budden brought his own brand of drama to Ebro in the morning.
Things first. Joe, Drake. It all started, you wanted to motivate Drake for bars. That's how the whole thing started.
Who cares?
No, but we gotta, I want to recap it.
We've done this every day for however many months now. Y'all recapped it every day. Y'all know what happened. Let's talk about it.
But for the audience, it doesn't.
All right, but you could just say it. You do that, but know that part, right?
Yeah, so I'm setting it up. But then it went into 5 different freestyles going at Drake.
4.
Come on, Ebro.
7. What Was that your intention when you set out to do it, or you just really had that much material and you wanted to get off your chest?
No, I just rap.
Just go.
Just rap.
Just rap.
Rap. Yeah, that's all it is. Just rapping.
And do you feel some type of way that Drake never responded?
He did respond. He responded multiple times.
Yeah, he did respond. Right? I don't want to defend Joe Budden today, but he did respond.
He did
respond. In what way? The pump it up on the record?
Well, that was longer than that. He did like multiple. That's like several.
Joe Budden has always been a polarizing figure in hip-hop, outspoken, blunt, and never one to shy away from controversy. In 2016, he appeared on Ebro in the Morning to promote his album Rage and the Machine, but things quickly went sideways. What should have been a conversation about music became a circus of uncomfortable questions.
I don't think that you guys are able to have an objective conversation, number one. Number two, this podcast conversation is not a conversation I care to have, especially not early in the morning. Number three, if Peter and or Marissa feel a way, then there are other mediums for that to be discussed if it's going to be discussed at all. Number four, I certainly didn't get out of my bed away from a beautiful, soft woman to come up here.
That doesn't even count. You have a beautiful, soft woman in your bed every single day. Yeah, that's just called your pillow. You have a pillow every night, Joe.
We're not here for this. This is very minuscule. This is very minor. On the grand scheme of things.
Interpersonal relationships are what endear.
It's another disrespectful thing to say.
Let me wrap this interview up. What's the album called? Because the album's called what? Rage and the Machine.
Ebro, I feel like...
How does Zach De La Rocha feel about this?
Just chat
from Rage Against the Machine.
I don't know how he feels, Ebro.
He's a nice guy. You guys should consult him and maybe put him on a record, but I'm just saying he's a great guy.
Next time I come here for an interview, send my manager the talk points. Because this is a complete... I'm serious.
That's never happened with a Joe Budden interview where he's been like, yo, send me the talking points before I get there.
Well, now you can do that from here on out.
Because I didn't know that this would be an utter complete waste of time.
You should have known that. That's crazy.
No, it was not a waste of time.
We talked about Drake for 10 minutes or 5 minutes. Then we talked about the album for 30
we played
seconds,
your song.
And then we talked about Marissa and Peter for...
Well, what else should we talk about? You want to talk about beats? You want to talk about snares and hi-hats?
I want you to talk about something compelling.
You want me to pull A-Rab up and talk about the Renaissance, the MPC Renaissance?
Yo, what software you want, A-Rab?
You like the 3000
Let's
or
talk
you like
software.
the Renaissance? Which one? You got the new plugins?
You got the new plugins? Yo, A-Rab, you got the new plugins? It's lit.
Yo, the bar you spit. Yo, this pattern you used.
Hey, yo, rap fans, by the way, Ebro's mocking you how much y'all ever want to hear about every little fucking bar that gets talked about.
The percussion, the way you use your voice like a drum and the percussion and fell in the pocket at the end, so it was hard. It was hard. I'm telling you, it was hard.
I want to thank all of you for your time. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Marissa. Thank you, Peter. And thank you, Ebro. Thank you, Board Guy, for the sound effects. Thank you, Deani.
Damn, Shawnee.
Cameraman.
Super producer Shawnee. Super producer Shawnee, dude.
Thank you, Board Man, with your little effects.
That was Rosenberg. That's right there.
That's his thing. Don't break it. It's his.
Yeah, don't break it.
It would get really real.
But always good to see everyone.
Always good. What should we have covered?
I don't know. That's y'all job to talk about. It's y'all job to figure out. I don't do a morning show. I do a podcast.
The hosts, Ebro, DJ Rosenberg, and Marissa Mendez, seemed more interested in stirring up drama. They fixated on Joe's beef with Drake and his decision to fire Mendez, his former friend and manager, who was also part of the show. Joe tried steering the conversation back to his album, but the relentless questioning about his personal life wore him down. Joe's frustrations were intense, but Kodak Black's clash on the same show was equally uncomfortable.
Look, man, at this point, it's a pleasure to meet you, man. Looking at all your cases and everything you've been through, and I know the recent one right now is very sensitive. And with respect to, everybody involved in that case, we can't get into details today. But, we take here serious. And we can't, get into details, but we hope, to have you back so we can have a deeper conversation about that because, this is a serious topic. And we're hearing these stories a lot.
One thing we were talking about on the show today that for some reason I just have a hunch that you would care about. The idea that landing on the moon was a conspiracy. Kodak, do you believe that our moon landing in 1969 actually took place?
Time.
You seem upset that I brought it up.
I feel like sometimes when we going through like y'all be entertained by bull. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Or like change the subject and I'm finna walk out.
Kodak Black's interview on Ebro in the Morning is a perfect example of how quickly things can go south when the vibe isn't right. From the start, Kodak seemed distant, giving short answers that barely kept the conversation alive. He wasn't in the mood for small talk or deep dives into his personal life.
I gotta say, I looked at your rap sheet. I looked at your weed charges, smoking weed in front of your kid on the gram, and different things you've been going through. And I know it's sensitive, but how you feel about everything that's going on?
I got big wings, so I'm talking about the devil be on my heels, but I got big wings. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff. It's like it did seem like that you became a target at some point.
And listen, I've been in and out since a baby.
Really?
Yeah.
How old were you the first time?
14.
Yeah. When you look at all the stuff that you got on your rap sheet, right? Everything that you've been charged with, how much do you take accountability for? How much was it your circumstances, right? Because a lot of things happen with people where they come from.
I mean, when you look at me, you won't even like think. But I be walking around smiling like.
I see you laughing a
You
lot.
always. That's kind of the you we always see is smiling and laughing.
Yeah. So, ain't nothing worse than death. You know what I'm talking about? And I can already accept that. So it's like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Were you around a lot of death growing up as well?
Death right around the corner. Prison, my next door neighbor. Hey.
But things took a sharp turn when Ebro brought up Kodak's ongoing legal troubles. He prefaced it by saying they couldn't discuss details, but still managed to make the situation feel uncomfortable. Kodak's frustration was written all over his face. He tried to redirect the conversation, but Ebro didn't back down, continuing to push the topic in subtle ways. Kodak's tension-filled moment is unforgettable, but Lil Wayne's Nightline interview brought a quieter intensity.
Watch us come up with our pants sagging and our shirts all big and bandanas on and repping street things and talking about guns. Every verse was about how I would run in your house and tie your parents up or something like that. And I sold over 1 million records in a heartbeat. It was about lyrics. It was just about, it wasn't about what you were talking about, it was about how you was talking about it.
What do you say to people who call your music vulgar, misogynistic, offensive, degrading?
No, if that's what you think about the music, if that's what you categorize it under, then so be it. All those things made me who I am, and I am a very successful man.
Wayne, who rarely gives interviews, opened up about his unique perspective on racism, shaped by his life experiences. He often talks about the time a white police officer saved his life after he accidentally shot himself as a kid. For Wayne, that moment shifted his view of the world.
There was a lot of backlash from people about that. Would you change it, what you said, or you still feel the same way? What's your thought on Black Lives Matter?
What is it? What do you mean?
The idea was that there's this movement called Black Lives Matter, thinking that the rest of America didn't seem to understand that Black Lives Matter.
It just sounds weird. I didn't know that you put a name on. It's not a name, it's not whatever. It's somebody got shot by police and for up reason. I am a young, black, rich. If that don't let you know that America understands Black matter these days, I don't know what it is. Don't come at me with that dumb man. My life matter, especially to my.
When the interviewer steered the conversation toward the Black Lives Matter movement, Wayne wasn't having it. He didn't hold back, saying the concept didn't resonate with him and that he didn't feel connected to it. The interviewer pushed harder, trying to get a deeper answer, but Wayne wasn't interested. While Wayne made his point, Migos turned up the energy with their iconic red carpet standoff.
I feel like there's like a running joke with you being left off Bad and Bougie.
I ain't left off Bad and Bougie. You think I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Say again?
You say I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
What'd you say?
You say I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Yeah.
Do it look like I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
What'd you say?
Do it look like I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Nah. I mean, that's one thing I like about the group, because ever since when you were in jail, even though you might see one or the other, y'all move as a collective.
All right, we got to wrap this up, though.
The BET Awards interview with Migos and Joe Budden is one of the most talked about moments in hip-hop. It started off awkward, with the hosts struggling to connect with the group. Things went downhill fast when one of them asked Takeoff if he felt left out of their hit song Bad and Bougie. Takeoff, clearly annoyed, responded with, Do it look like I'm left off Baton Bougie?
Hey, listen, man, I wish I could talk to the Migos longer, man. It's one of my favorite groups. I've been covering for so long. I'm glad they're succeeding, man.
Hey, man, you guys are nominated tonight. Have a good show.
What you trying to do? I'm not trying to make it.
Hold on. Wait. No, wait.
Where's their security guard? Where's their security guard?
Chill.
The tension was palpable. Joe Budden, known for his no-nonsense attitude, seemed visibly frustrated with how the interview was going. As the exchange grew more awkward, he abruptly dropped his mic and walked off, leaving everyone stunned. That's when Migos took things up a notch. In perfect unison, they stood up, ready to confront the situation. Security had to step in before things escalated further. The whole encounter was a masterclass in tension, egos, and how quickly things can go sideways. Migos weren't the only ones to make headlines. Wiz Khalifa's graceful exit left a lasting impression too.
Christopher, hello. First of all, I really liked the album.
Thank you.
I listened to it yesterday and I just kept on listening. It was great.
Cool. Thanks, bro.
It's called Only in First Class.
Yeah.
Did you have any concerns using the N-word?
Nah, not really.
The reason I ask is that some of mine might find it offensive. I'm joking. We obviously don't have any black people in Denmark.
For real? There's not?
No, none. Your first album was called Show and Prove.
Yep.
Then you made a second, third, and a fourth album. Is it because you still have a lot to prove?
I wouldn't necessarily say I have a lot to prove. It's just that when you get started doing the things that I'm doing, you gotta follow through.
Only First Class, is that a tribute to Jay-Z? In one of your hits you sing, "The bigger the bill, the harder the balls." What does spending money has to do with,
your balls?
The balls?
I was actually saying the bigger the bill, the harder you ball.
Oh.
Like balling.
It makes much more sense. Here in Denmark, most people still know you from your smash hit In the Club. Can you tell me the story about that hit?
What song is that?
You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Mama, I got what you need to feel the buzz.
Like, you see me in the club is full of balls. Isn't that how it goes?
That's not me.
Isn't it you? Oh, that's embarrassing. Okay, I just think we should move on.
Yeah, totally.
The interviewer, known for pushing boundaries, thought it would be funny to drop the N-word while referencing one of Wiz's songs. The joke landed like a lead balloon. Wiz's face said it all. Discomfort mixed with disbelief.
The sharpest tool in the shed, are you?
No.
You just wear a suit just to look like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But you don't know.
We kind of have the same style.
No, because I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but
Cut this dude off, man.
It's over. Interview's over.
I also really have to go now.
You do have to go now.
But it was,
Bye.
Nice. There's nothing.
Have a nice day. Yeah. Thank you.
Don't forget your microphone.
As the interview continued, the comedian kept spiraling, throwing out awkward jokes and jabs that only made things more uncomfortable. At one point, he even confused Wiz with another rapper, adding insult to injury. Wiz remained composed, but you could tell he was done. Rather than causing a scene, Wiz handled the situation with class. He ended the conversation politely but firmly, leaving no room for further disrespect. It was a quiet but powerful move, showing that some moments don't need anger to make a statement. They just need a graceful exit. Wiz handled it with class, but MGK's emotional exit showed a different kind of vulnerability.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Chelsea Briggs here, coming to you from the Billboard Hot 100 Festival, and I'm joined by one of my favorite people, the realist, Machine Gun Kelly.
Yo.
How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah? Excited to be here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to talk about your loco, spitting the gum out. Do you want me to take it for you? Look at
Machine Gun. Kelly's interview with Chelsea Briggs at the Billboard Hot 100 Festival started off relaxed and fun. Chelsea kept things light, asking about MGK's music and his relationship with his daughter. MGK has always been open about how much his daughter means to him, and as Chelsea praised their bond, you could see it hitting an emotional chord.
Talk about, I'm obsessed with your relationship with your daughter. You guys are like the cutest father-daughter duo. And it seems like she's pretty musically talented too. Do you see her going into music?
Nah, she doesn't want to go into music.
No, she doesn't?
Nah.
I love that she like knows like all your songs. It's so stinking cute. She's like your biggest fan.
Yeah.
How has being a father inspired you as an artist?
I'd say I did a lot of what I did. That's how I got to speak to my daughter. Then like, let me do that. Don't think that just because like I'm writing pop hits that I won't pop you in the motherfucking face. Like if you get out of line, like I don't change up who I am, or like doesn't mean I'm like, kissing ass to be performing at these places. Like I've taken so much away from. Now I don't want to talk about this. Dude, I've done this so many times. Dude, can we just? I don't want to do an interview, man. Can we just do, like I don't.
MGK.
Like I want to let my music speak for me. I don't have shit to say. I've been saying shit for years, dude. Like man, y'all don't listen. Like listen to my fucking songs.
MGK. Listen, I love you. Can I tell you something? Listen.
That's what I'm talking to.
Listen, we're so excited for your.
When she asked how being a father had influenced his music, MGK's tone shifted. Talking about his daughter brought up a lot of feelings, and he became visibly uncomfortable. He mentioned how he wanted his music to speak for him, hinting at his preference to express himself through his art rather than interviews. The atmosphere grew tense, and without much warning, MGK decided to cut the conversation short. He walked out, leaving Chelsea stunned but professional. It was a rare glimpse into his vulnerability and the weight of balancing personal and public life. MGK's walkout was heartfelt, but Birdman's Breakfast Club moment redefined intensity.
When my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
The moment he walked in, the energy in the room shifted. He didn't waste time with pleasantries. Instead, he demanded respect for his name, repeating, "Put some respect on my name," as he stared down Charlemagne and the team.
I'm all good, but I'm saying why come here just to curse us up? Happening, man? I wanted to see you. I wanted to talk to you and your man in your face. Absolutely. You understand me? I knew a few places you was at. I could have pulled up, but I don't think that was gangster. I wanted to come look you in your face like a man and tell you how I feel. Okay. You understand me? Straight up like a man.
So what's the issue?
No sugar. Ain't no issue. If it was the issue, you'll feel me. I just come to let y'all know, stop, put some respect on my name. You understand me? And y'all saying my name, put some respect on me.
Radio guy, don't act tough with the radio guy.
I hear you, my niggas. Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking. That's right.
Hey. All right, bud. See you later, nigga.
Charlemagne, never one to back down, questioned Birdman's approach, asking why he was so upset. Birdman, visibly frustrated, made it clear he wasn't there for jokes or criticism. He wanted to address what he saw as a pattern of disrespect in how they talked about him on previous shows. Before anyone could steer the conversation back on track, Birdman stood up, ending things with, "Y'all finished or y'all done?" and walked out. It was one of the shortest and most intense interviews in Breakfast Club history, proving Birdman wasn't one to be trifled with. Birdman's short but fiery appearance pales in comparison to the Island Boys' dramatic podcast exit.
God forbid it doesn't go in your guys' direction, for real. I think you guys take all of your jewelry assets and invest it in something. So you guys will never ever be broke again. So I don't think there's ever gonna be a broke situation. But I'm saying, like, if you guys...
Jewelry can't be worth that much, man. I don't think you're gonna flip that into a retirement.
No, you could definitely flip their jewelry into a down payment or something, for sure.
Let me tell you something. George, stop talking. We have multiple.
Wait, that was. Yeah. Hey, that was for you guys.
Yeah,
that wasn't like a hate shot.
I don't need financial advice. When I probably make more money.
The Island Boys' appearance on Logan Paul's podcast quickly turned into a heated standoff. Things started off fine, with the duo talking about their rise to fame and viral moments, but tension brewed when co-host George Janko offered them financial advice, suggesting they invest their money wisely to avoid going broke.
It wasn't me being like an I could be an I could turn it up and be an
to go talk to somebody else is not going to go in your favor. But look,
no, it could go in my favor.
You really don't want to go there, bro.
I could go there because I was giving you guys nice advice and you guys were being assholes.
Hey, George, keep talking. I'm gonna walk out.
I'm right here, you guys.
Okay. So what are you trying to say?
I'm just saying, you guys are throwing a lot of threats. I'm sitting right here.
No one's threatening you.
You guys said it's not gonna go my way.
Okay.
This is not the Nilk Boys. We don't do fake over here.
What are you trying to scare me or something? I'm not scared of you, Herman.
All right, I'm not scared of you guys either.
Okay, so just keep it like that. Feel me?
I'm gonna step in for a second.
George.
Hold on. No, hold on. No,
This
hold
is a podcast.
No.
Here, I'm moving for you. I was giving you nice advice, bro.
I agree with that.
Did I say anything mean?
You up, George. Our first guest to walk.
You dumb.
The Island Boys didn't take it well. They saw George's comments as disrespectful, interpreting them as a dig at their success. The conversation quickly escalated, with the duo throwing verbal jabs and threatening to leave. George tried to explain himself, insisting his advice was genuine, but the Island Boys weren't having it. Despite Logan Paul's attempts to defuse the situation, the argument spiraled out of control. The Island Boys stood up, made it clear they were done, and walked off the set. It was an uncomfortable moment that showed how easily ego and miscommunication can derail a conversation. The Island Boys made a scene, but ESTG's quiet frustration spoke just as loudly.
I've seen this picture of you at the NFL Combine.
Yeah.
Which...
What? Yeah, I ain't seen no picture of no NFL
Well, I saw
Combine.
you in like the NFL Combine looking like workout.
Yeah, a workout.
Was that just a workout you were doing for a team?
I don't know. How you see the picture, you ain't read the article that came with it?
I just saw a YouTube video where they were talking about you and like I was just watching some of your high school highlights in your college. Like I saw like
what YouTube video you seen?
Dude, I don't know, man. It was like a YouTube video. It showed like you announcing that you're going to Indiana State and
what's a YouTube video called?
I don't know. I just literally typed in ESTG football highlights. And I was like, damn, this dude was a beast. You played linebacker, right?
What do that got to do with music right now?
No, I'm just curious because I'm a big football fan. So like, I'm just like, I'm a huge football fan, and I find it fascinating that like you really like have like a real high level like football run, you know what I'm saying, before the rap.
ESTG's interview on Bootleg Kev's podcast started off smoothly, covering the usual topics about his music and rise in the industry. But things shifted when Kev brought up ESTG's past as a football player. He mentioned seeing a video of ESTG's highlights and asked about his time playing linebacker.
I was gonna ask you, like, when it comes to, I remember when you signed with Gotti, I remember the viral moment where there was just all this cash, and at that time I feel like there was like a bidding war going on for ESTG at that moment. One, what made you rock with Gotti, and what is something over the last 2 or 3 years that you have learned? Well, for the very first time in Bootleg Kev podcast history, we had someone walk off of the set.
The question didn't land well. ESTG seemed annoyed, and his vibe changed instantly. He questioned Kev about the source of the video, clearly uninterested in revisiting his football days. Kev tried to steer the conversation back to music, but the moment had already soured. Without much warning, ESTG decided he'd had enough. He got up and walked out mid-interview, leaving Kev and the crew stunned. It wasn't explosive or dramatic, but his silence and abrupt exit spoke volumes about how some artists prefer to keep their pasts out of the spotlight. ESTG kept it subtle, while Lil Uzi Vert brought humor and unpredictability to his Nardwuar interview.
Lil Uzi, I have a gift for you, and it's in this towel right here.
It's an animal. The animal.
The animal?
The animal.
Nardwuar is famous for digging up surprising details about his guests, and Uzi found himself caught off guard multiple times. From obscure trivia about his favorite movies to niche information about his early life, Uzi couldn't believe how much Nardwuar knew. HTTPS.
Let me tell you something. Why'd you, first of all, I don't even talk
to people unless you ask somebody that I know. Why'd you even pull this out? I really like this movie, but why'd you pull this out? I know this from last time, you know this, or everybody know this. But how you know this?
Well, you a little Uzi Vert. We have to know it.
I'm glad I'm a good guy, because if I was under investigation for something, I'd be scared right now. How you know that? They don't even know that. I don't even talk to them about that.
Garcia.
Yo, he know too much. I can't do this. What Kanye do?
Little Uzi Vert in action, running away from Nardwuar.
At first, Uzi was playful, laughing and joking about how Nardwuar seemed to know things even his closest friends didn't. But as the interview went on, his discomfort started to show, not in an angry way, but in an "how do you know this" kind of way. Uzi even joked that Nardwuar would scare him if he were under investigation. The interview hit its comedic peak when Uzi, clearly overwhelmed by Nardwuar's relentless research, stood up, said, "I can't do this," and sprinted away. It was less a walkout and more a playful escape, leaving everyone, including Nardwuar, laughing. Uzi's playful exit is iconic, but Gucci Mane's silent walkout carried an entirely different weight.
Okay, I'm rocking with you.
How you doing, Jay?
Love you too. I power what it is.
What's happening? Am I on the radio?
Who is it?
This is Jake from Halifax.
From where?
From Halifax.
Who you want to speak to, shout?
I want to speak to Gucci.
Oh, let me get this Gucci right here. Let me get him for.
Gucci Mane's radio interview started as a routine live call-in session. Fans were excited to chat, and Gucci was in a good mood, responding casually to questions. Everything seemed fine until a private off-air conversation about his former collaborator, Waka Flocka, came up.
Well, they're coming back here to do it. No, the dude over here, the dude that was sitting right here, he said, I got something I need to send by a certain time.
What the hell is that?
We're about to go back on the air right now. Oh, what the hell?
When it was time to go back on air, Gucci's demeanor shifted. Without saying much to anyone, he quietly stood up, gathered his things, and walked out of the studio, leaving the hosts and listeners in stunned silence. Gucci didn't explain, and the hosts were left scrambling to figure out what had just happened. His silent exit spoke volumes, though. It was a moment that highlighted Gucci's no-nonsense attitude. When he feels disrespected, he won't argue. He'll just leave. It's a classic move from an artist who's always played by his own rules. Gucci's no-nonsense attitude is legendary, but Cuban Doll's abrupt departure showed how personal boundaries matter.
What's going on in your life right now? You've been real controversial lately.
Nothing's going on in my life right now. I'm chilling. I'm living my best life. Nice.
You're living your best life. I don't know.
You got to be more specific with me.
When I look
I
at
dropped out of school early.
You dropped out of school early? Yeah. Okay, that's not what we're talking about.
Off.
You're a little off. What's your relationship status right now?
My relationship status, I'm in a relationship.
With who? I just wish this mic would pick you up today. Chris!
I'm in a relationship. I got a man. That's all you need to know.
A man?
Yeah.
Is it Tata?
No.
Why not? What happened? Can you turn her mic up? Kind of having a hard time picking her up. It just needs to be more sensitive.
Cuban Doll's interview on No Jumper with Adam 22 started off as a typical sit-down, focusing on her music and career. But things quickly took a turn when Adam shifted the conversation to rumors and personal drama surrounding her life. He pressed her on topics she clearly didn't want to discuss, including past controversies and relationships.
So let's wrap it up then.
Wrap it up? You want to
Wrap
finish
it
this
up
already? This is like 16 minutes or something.
Okay, we need to cut it actually.
Cut it. I want to know more about Cuban Doll, man. You're so evasive.
Me, I'm 20 years old, you know what I'm saying?
God, I hate you for not turning that off the first time.
I'm gonna turn my phone for you. I'm 20 years old, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Dallas, Texas. I'm dropping new music.
What?
That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about music.
That's great. Let's talk about music.
Like you just got me here talking about this fake ass.
I do want to talk about beef and all that stuff.
That's
dating,
boring.
dating
like,
rappers.
That's lame. Not dating any rappers.
Okay, let me just throw this out there before we even get to the music thing.
You just want to be messy one last time.
Yeah. Shorty know I kill people. Real people.
Okay.
Do you feel responsible for that meme? Oh, yeah. No? You don't want to talk about that?
We done.
We're done? You taking the headphones off? Why? You don't like that song? Is she really gonna leave? Is this a real walkout? Because now we get the title that Cuban Doll walks out of the No Jumper interview. Oof, it's going down. You mad at me? Shorty know I can't be real people.
He's my backwards food, and I'm taking y'all backwards.
She took our purple backwoods. Those weren't even ours. I think those are Skinny from the Nines.
You could see Cuban Doll's frustration growing with every question. She tried to brush off the comments at first, but Adam kept pushing, making the interview feel less like a platform for her music and more like a gossip session. Her responses became shorter, and her body language screamed discomfort. Finally, she'd had enough. Without much of a warning, Cuban Doll removed her headphones, stood up, and walked out. The abrupt exit left Adam sitting there, trying to play it off. It was a clear example of how crossing boundaries can derail even the most routine interviews. Cuban Doll wasn't having it, and Kanye's podcast walkout proved he's always in control of his narrative.
A speech, and that's what makes me the only American that we know that really deserves to run the country, because everyone else, your boy DeSantis, Trump, whoever they raise in a petri dish over on the Democrat side is going to play the game.
Kanye West's podcast exit was another chapter in his history of setting clear boundaries. The conversation started smoothly, covering his music and creative ventures, but as the hosts shifted to more sensitive topics, including his personal controversies and public missteps, you could see Kanye's patience thinning.
No one's gonna denounce the fact that they tried to lock me up. That's what because every time I'm just holding stride, and it's like, I thought I was more Malcolm X, but I find out I'm more MLK, because as I'm getting hosed down every day by the press and financially, I'm just standing there. And when I found out that they tried to put me in jail, it was like a dog was biting my arm, and I almost shed a tear, almost. But I still walked in stride through it.
I think they've been extremely unfair to you.
Who was they though? We can't say who they is,
corporate
can we?
press. I'm not using I don't use the word as the way I guess you guys use. I'm talking
It is
about
them though, isn't it? I mean, because because when you think about it, consider it. In 2018.
What do you mean it's not?
What do I mean? Like, okay, so how about? Are you leaving?
Are you referring to the press?
He's gone. I'll say it right now. You guys want to bring that stuff up? And then
have
think
the
we're not going to have a conversation?
have the discussion.
Like you think Ye's going to come in here and say, here's my pain, here's my suffering. I'm going to say, I hear you. And then he's going to say, and it was Jewish people. And I'm going to be like, okay, but don't you consider, it's like, I'm not going to do this. I refuse.
Kanye has always been unfiltered, but he's also quick to draw the line when he feels the discussion is veering into areas he doesn't want to explore. When the hosts pushed further, diving into subjects that felt more like an interrogation than a conversation, Kanye's demeanor changed. He made it clear he wasn't comfortable with the direction things were going. Instead of escalating the situation, Kanye stood up, thanked the hosts, and walked out mid-podcast. It wasn't about anger. It was about control. For Kanye, protecting his narrative matters more than playing along, and this moment was another reminder of his unapologetic nature. Kanye's calculated exit set a tone, but Wiz Khalifa's miscommunication revealed how quickly things can go wrong.
Well, let's talk about the next superstar that came out of O Block, which was King Von.
You made me drop my hand, King.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was sound like, you know.
During a recent interview, an O Block rapper shocked viewers by abruptly walking out when questioned about the late King Von. The tension escalated as the interviewer delved into the rapper's thoughts on Von's legacy and connections to O Block. Initially composed, the artist's demeanor shifted, visibly uncomfortable with the line of questioning. After a few moments of awkward silence, the rapper stood up, signaling the end of the conversation.
How old were you when you first met Von?
This incident has sparked widespread speculation online, with fans debating whether it was a sign of unresolved grief, loyalty, or frustration over persistent inquiries about the late rapper. King Von, who hailed from O Block, left an indelible mark on the hip-hop community before his untimely passing. His influence continues to resonate, making him a sensitive topic for those close to him. The walkout highlights the complexities of addressing emotional topics in public forums. Wiz's moment was short but impactful, while Nicki Minaj's clash with Hot 97 became a defining stand.
I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited to see Nicki because it's very odd to have someone that you don't know very well who's become like such a fixture in your life. Like, everyone talks about Nicki to me. Like, I've always wondered, I was always like, I wonder if Nicki knows that she's come up every day in my life for 350 days. Like, to the point that where Starships got played at my wedding, and it was like the biggest deal at my wedding was Starships playing at my wedding. Like, you've been a fixture in my life. My family talks about her. You know what I'm saying? So the main thing was just that it's interesting to have a conversation with someone who's played an important role. And I also always promised myself after everything went down that I would thank her, because by sheer proxy, she made me more popular.
Nicki Minaj's clash with Hot 97 is one of those moments where the line between respect and criticism got blurred. It all started during the 2012 Summer Jam when a Hot 97 DJ commented on her song, Starships. He called it not real hip-hop while hyping up the crowd, but those words didn't sit well with Nicki. She was set to headline the event later that day, but the remark felt like a direct attack on her artistry.
You guys are clean now. This is good. Move on from here.
Well,
right?
she did just bury me. She didn't bury me.
But I think what she's saying is, look, I really didn't know you, so that's why I took offense to it. Not like I don't know you and don't think you matter.
Not smart. I mean,
listen.
I just didn't know who. I didn't know what your character was. I didn't know who you were. I didn't know what you represented on this station.
Nicki, being someone who has always stood firm on her respect as an artist, decided to pull out of the show entirely. She made it clear that she wouldn't perform for a station that undermined her work. The decision sparked a massive conversation about the boundaries between critique and disrespect. For Nicki, it wasn't just about the song. It was about standing up for her creative freedom and demanding the respect she deserved. Nicki's refusal to perform was bold, but 50 Cent's exit during an interview showed his no-nonsense attitude.
Hey guys, Speedy Mormon here from Complex, and today I am joined by a true legend, a Queens legend at that. 50 Cent is in the building. 50, what's up, man? How are you?
Good, man. No complaints.
Good, good. So the Show for Life premieres on ABC February 11th. You executive produced it. How excited are you?
In a surprising moment, during an interview with Speedy Mormon from Complex, 50 Cent abruptly ended the conversation and walked out when questioned about his ongoing feud with French Montana. The interview started with discussions about his TV show for life, his music career, and even Eminem turning down an $8 million film offer. However, tensions rose when the subject of French Montana was brought up.
I guess I'll get you out on this. It seems as though it all started with playful banter. It still seems that way to me, but what's up with French? Are you guys cool? Are you not cool?
I don't really have interest in it. Like, there's not much going on.
There was rumors that you snuffed him in a club in Miami or something. Is there any truth to any of that?
No, that's not true. I do a thing like that.
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past you.
Why would you think that way? Would you think Will Smith would do that? I can't believe you would say these things about me.
I'm not saying them about you. The internet said these things.
Would you? I think this guy right here would assault French Montana.
But
this other guy,
not
me, no. You kidding me?
Okay, word.
Why would I do a thing like that?
Fib, I appreciate you.
Do not allow my inner peace to be.
Initially brushing off the question with humor and dismissing rumors of altercations, 50's tone shifted as the line of questioning persisted. He visibly grew frustrated, eventually deciding to leave mid-interview without offering further explanation. Fans were left speculating about his reaction, debating whether it stemmed from annoyance at revisiting old conflicts or a desire to avoid unnecessary drama. Regardless, the walkout added another unpredictable moment to the legacy of one of entertainment's most dynamic figures. 50 left them stunned, but ESTG's frustration with football questions was equally powerful.
Picture of you at the NFL Combine?
Yeah.
Which...
What? Yeah, I ain't seen no picture of no NFL.
Well, I saw you in like the NFL Combine looking like workout.
Yeah, like a workout.
Was that just a workout you were doing for a team?
I don't know how you see the picture. You ain't read the article that came with it.
I just saw a YouTube video where they were talking about you and like I was just watching some of your high school highlights and your college shit.
Rapper ESTG made headlines after abruptly walking out of an interview on the Bootleg Kev podcast. The tension began when Kev brought up ESTG's football career, mentioning highlights from his high school and college days, as well as a supposed NFL Combine appearance. While Kev seemed genuinely fascinated by the rapper's athletic past, ESTG appeared uninterested, questioning how the topic was relevant to his music career.
Video you seen?
Dude, I don't know, man. It was like a YouTube video. It showed like you announcing that you're going to Indiana State and...
What's a YouTube video called?
I don't know. I just literally typed in ESTG football highlights. And I was like, damn, this dude was a beast. You played linebacker, right? I was gonna ask you, like, when it comes to, I remember when you signed with Gotti. I remember the viral moment where there was just all this cash, and at that time, I feel like there was like a bidding war going on for ESTG at that moment. One, what made you rock with Gotti, and what is something over the last 2 or 3 years that you have learned?
Despite Kev's attempts to clarify his curiosity, ESTG's frustration grew, ultimately leading him to end the interview and walk off. The unexpected exit left the host and viewers stunned, marking the first time a guest had left mid-interview in the podcast's history. Adding to the drama, ESTG had already arrived 2 hours late, amplifying the awkwardness of the situation. The incident has since sparked debates online about respecting artists' boundaries during interviews. ESTG wasn't alone in walking away. Soulja Boy's fiery clash with academics took things to another level.
I'm the first biggest rapper to shout this out, bro. Before me, nobody respect the academics in the rap game. I know all the rappers. None of these. I'm the first. I'm the first nigga to say DJ Academics out my mouth on a public platform on Instagram when he was trying to troll me about my condo and my Airbnb. You know what's funny though?
I feel like
you know what's funny though? You know what's funny though? Them two niggas just named, I put them on. I discovered Chief Keef. Exactly. Because Dex is a crackhead.
That's why I wanted to know where the fuck.
Dex is on fucking, he high. Dex just, you on drugs. Dex just fell.
You say you on coke.
Dex just, bro, I ain't never did coke a day in my life. I put Tiger in his first. I put Tiger in his first.
What I'm saying,
I put Tiger in his
first. All
right,
so let me finish real quick.
What's cap? When you watch Don't, that shit got 100 million views. Everybody seen that. They knew that was Tiger from GD Line and the Coconut.
And that's why they fuck his music?
Yo, stop playing with me,
In a now viral episode of Everyday Struggle, Soulja Boy left fans in stitches with his unfiltered remarks and dramatic reactions, but things escalated to the point where he walked out of the interview. Known for his outspoken personality, Soulja wasn't shy about defending himself when DJ Academics began teasing him about his iconic Gucci headband. Pulling out stacks of cash, Soulja fired back, accusing Academics of downplaying his success and disrespecting his legacy.
That got his took by Travis Scott. That guy. The nigga Travis Scott nutted and got her pregnant.
But why does he deserve all of that though?
Talking about my Uncle Birdman owe him millions of dollars. Yeah. Nigga, my Uncle Birdman owe Tiger I love Tiger. I love Tiger. They hate on me because I'm rich. I look better than them. I probably am. They like me. I'm a pretty. I look good. I'm sexy. It is what it is.
You gotta get rid of that Gucci headband, though, right?
No. You know what this is a war now because y'all keep clowning me. I'm gonna wear it even more so y'all can keep talking. I love it, bro. Think Juice WRLD told me I gave him his name. Idiot. Did you not see his interview with Sway? He just said it. He said, you think he got his name from you?
I really didn't know.
He didn't want who to say I got his name from. Yo.
The tension reached a boiling point when Academics continued to challenge Soulja, focusing on his past controversies instead of his achievements. Feeling attacked, Soulja went off on the entire panel, demanding respect and threatening to leave. True to his word, the rapper stormed out, leaving the cast stunned. The moment showcased Soulja Boy's fiery nature and refusal to let anyone undermine his career, turning the interview into an unforgettable spectacle. Soulja brought the heat, But FBG Buddha's chaotic exit turned an interview into pure drama.
All right. Now look, bro. Another thing for your rat ass.
Boy, what? Come on, folks. Stop playing with me, folks.
This a mouse trap.
Man, I don't know nothing about that shit. Shorty, my
Lil J told me you was a rat,
on
bro.
Tugger, before you touch that, talk about this fucking folks. On Tugger, you making me mad, brother. I love you, folks. I'm trying to show you love on camera, folks. I ain't gonna never flow you out. But this shit right here, you flowing me out, folks.
Bro.
That's goofy shit. That's clown shit, J-Man. We gonna start, what you say, we gonna start there? That's goofy shit.
In a tense and chaotic interview, FBG Buddha shocked viewers when he abruptly walked out after tensions boiled over. During the interview with FYB J-Mane, the conversation took a turn for the worse when J-Mane introduced a block of cheese, referencing rumors that Buddha had snitched in the past. While the moment was intended as a joke, it quickly escalated as Buddha grew visibly frustrated, warning J-Mane to stop playing around.
This shit what Lil J said, bro.
Man, you stay talking about this Geechee man for what you trying to give him some money for?
I'm saying
He
this.
started to stop my money. I'm not finna keep talking about this fag and what this fag. It's like I'm arguing with my boyfriend and I ain't no gay man, folks.
All right.
On 2nd grade, folks. It's like I'm keep going back and forth with Lil J and what Lil J say.
Bro.
What they doing? It's like gay man, 2 men f***ing.
Now look,
That's
bro.
what it's looking like.
It's a lot.
Come on, J-Man,
Bro.
folks. Come on, G. Come on, folks. Now that's too J-Man. We gonna start with this too far, J-Man.
As J-Mane continued to press the issue, Buddha's patience ran out. He pulled out a firearm, further heightening the tension and making it clear that he wasn't amused by the trolling. Despite attempts to defuse the situation, Buddha stood up and left the interview, leaving the hosts and viewers stunned. The viral moment highlighted the fine line between humor and disrespect, sparking debates online about the limits of trolling in interviews.